Yeah, it's your boy LT, and I'm back with another react. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, listen, this video ain't that long. So it says when the cop loses, it says the cop loses it when he gets a dirty look. Sound like a little bit of emotions get involved, but let's get to it.
You need more training. I need more training. You need sacrifice. You got a mental problem. He said he's gonna catch a body. Everything recorded. Him right here. He said he's gonna catch a body out here. Everything he came up to me with a stick.
On August 23, 2020, police
You know he
officers on
said it.
patrol
It's
in
true.
Chicago made the abrupt decision to detain a young man by the name of Leroy Kennedy. One moment Leroy was going about his day, and the next he was being tackled, his face ground into the pavement. He was resisting arrest, officers would later inform him. But the original reason they stopped him seemed to mystify everyone, including the officers themselves, who seemed intent on behaving unprofessionally throughout the encounter. Right away, we're situated in the middle of a chaotic scene fueled by an incensed mob. They've just witnessed a violent incident instigated by the police themselves.
Hey, no, chill out. You got we'll roll your about there, roll your we'll roll your we just you. Take the come on, we'll roll your you just busted. Okay, you just busted.
And the thing about these cops, though, especially with these type guys, the Chicago guys, I don't know if y'all know much about them. I keep rubbing my eye because my eye keep watering. I think it's my allergies kicking in. Like when I get allergies, my eyes water real bad. But these type guys in Chicago, like he said, take that badge off, we'll roll you up. I don't know if I doubt he'll do it right then and there, but you never know with these type of guys in Chicago. They different. They go about violence in a different way, and it's crazy. It's crazy, but that's just how they go about it.
You playing, bro. You playing, bro. You playing, bro. You playing. Let him go for it, y'all. Helping you. Helping you. You just this face up like this. Man, you just this face up. That you stand on that bitch. He was trying to fight me, bro.
He was not trying to fight you. You hear the cop. He know he messed up. He messed up. He was trying to fight me.
Face up like this. Man, you just this face up. That you stand on that bitch. He was trying to fight me, bro.
He was trying to fight me, bro.
God, you touching me for no reason, bro. I ain't got shit on you, bro. I ain't take off running out walking off. I ain't run. On my head, don't put me no. Stop pushing him, bro. I'm gonna get some medical attention over there.
You might expect that once Leroy is in the back of the squad car, his defenders will disperse. However, this seems to have the exact opposite effect.
And you know it couldn't have been that bad because bro don't even have no handcuffs on. They didn't even go to the extent to handcuff this guy. They walked him to the car. So how bad could it have been? Why would they even do all that if it's not that serious? It's just like he just went up to him and do like basically like, what are you trying to grab me for? Because I don't care what nobody say in the comments or whatever. You're not about to just let no police just grab you and you not knowing what's going on. Like, yeah, it's the police, but bro, like they got laws too. They can't just overstep their laws just because they the police. Yeah, they do that and they will do that, but it's just the fact like you still got rights too. Like they can't just come grab you and you don't know exactly what's going on. I mean, they can, don't get me wrong, but to that extent, like I don't know if he had a warrant out. They ain't say he had a warrant out, but it was they went up to him to ask him a question and he was confused. But I don't feel they should have been able to just grab him up like that. And then like I said, they didn't handcuff him, so it couldn't have been that serious.
Back up. I'll be back. Back up.
Yeah, you can tell.
They're
They're letting him on his phone and everything.
The chaotic scene has quickly evolved to what appears to be a standoff between officers and civilians. The officer having put his hands around Leroy's neck and having thrown him to the ground definitely doesn't appear to have been warranted. While exercising force against a fleeing suspect is allowed, so long as the force is reasonable under the circumstances, Leroy didn't appear to have been a fleeing suspect. He also didn't appear to have been resisting, nor did it seem he had any weapons on his person. There must be specific, articulable facts to support the exercise of force, and here we aren't seeing any.
So that was him. That apparently that was him. That this was him trying to fight back, and he acting like everybody not already out there watching him. He already acting like nobody's just watching him. Bro, they seen you pull up. They seen you walking up on dude. Like, they seen it all. That's how they out there so quick, because they watched it. And you gonna say he tried to fight back.
Support the exercise of force, and here we aren't seeing any.
Give me some space. I'm trying to get medical attention, bro.
Cause you did. He did. It is what
It
it is.
is what it is. Nigga said, nigga said they should lock y'all asses up, which they should, for real. Cops be doing too much and they get off with it. That's why they do too much, because they get off with everything.
My face up, bro. I ain't that, bro. I have nothing. Why you take all? What y'all with me for, bro? I won't though, bro. I won't though, bro. Did you move my hands? Bro, I won't. You want to search me, bro? I'll have about the copy you search me. You can search me hands down, out, everything. I don't have nothing on me.
Handling in the cuffs. Take control now.
I got you.
Now they cuff.
Okay, now disregard. Take a disregard. Disregard. Handling in the cuffs. Augustine Hamlin. Take a disregard.
It also doesn't help that more police are joining the scene by the minute. It's hard to say who's most upset, Leroy, the crowd, or the police. One of the officers who participated in the arrest appears to be particularly agitated and takes it out on the crowd.
Let's go then. Skinny. Take that off. 140-pound ass. Motherfucker. 140 pounds. Hold on with your homies. Come to
Bro, he only doing it because he got that badge on. I'm not gonna lie. He know how these guys is. He know how them guys are. So, like, for him to even act like that because he got a group of police officers around him because he got a badge on, bro, I cannot stand that about police officers, bro. Be yourself, bro. Like, I know you may be mad and stuff, but you only doing this because you got a badge on.
take that off. I'm using that shit. Yeah. He wasn't like that when he was just got out here. He was not like that. He was not like that. He said, since I was on now, when you off the clock, you right here every day. We stay there. Where your stay there. That's all that fuck, bro. Ain't nobody trying to intimidate you. I appreciate you guys. Stay right there. That's fine. Ain't nobody trying to intimidate you, bro. Why you getting all tough and down like that? Sticks and all the people picking up sticks and pussy ass motherfucker. Thank you. That man was not like that. Me and just slammed him on his head. We did. We know. We're not lying about it. Right. Okay. What the force for?
He said that man just slammed him on his head. He said, we did. I know. We're not lying about it. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, then, and you got officers that admit that shit on camera, but then you still have, like, their supervisors or whoever that, you know, tells them what to do. They act like they don't see that. Like, bro, you heard him say that, and, like, they'll still get off. I bet you.
We start fighting around. He choked him through the gate. We tried to talk to him. You pulled up.
I'm putting the taser out, yeah.
We don't need that. Yeah, because he slammed him on the He did. I understand. But Buddy was coming up behind him, okay? Trying to pull him away. He was. It's on camera.
Your actions is on camera, too. I hope you know that. That's what I say. Police think body cameras is only just to record what the civilians are doing. Yes, it is, but it also records your actions the whole time, too. Yeah, he shouldn't, he's not allowed to grab you or whatever, but your actions is on camera too, so don't forget that part. That's one thing about people. They like to tell what other people has done, but they don't want to tell what they did. So that's why I'm glad they got body cam videos. It's a lifesaver.
What's the issue?
Lock your dumb.
You need more training.
I need more training.
You need sacrifice. You got a mental problem. He said he's gonna catch a body. Everything recorded. Him right here. He said he gonna catch a body out here. Everything.
He came up to me with a stick.
Bro, straight home. You flipped him, bro. Take that. You flipped him, bro. Take that. Flipped him, bro.
Yeah, bring that stick.
Look at his face, bro.
Catch your body today.
You might think you misheard the officer, but he did in fact say that he was looking to catch a body, and as he continuously points out to the crowd, it's all on video.
You picked up a bag. It's on camera. I did. I will.
Everything has gotten out of hand, and the officer needs to quickly separate Leroy from the scene. Considering the number of members of law enforcement who've responded to the scene, at least 1 to 2 should be making efforts to de-escalate the situation and to calm the civilians. However, what we've seen isn't consistent with this. At this point, it's clear that the officers have lost control of the situation. Irate civilians have surrounded the cruiser, and Leroy should have already been transported away from the scene.
I wasn't. Your ass was inside. I'm intimidated.
There's something obviously wrong with him, bro.
The situation is now completely out of control. Officers are behaving unprofessionally, which tarnishes the law enforcement badge. While they should never let their emotions be seen, their anger has gotten the best of them. The civilians have a right to challenge authority, and the officers have no right to speak to the civilians the way they are, including the name-calling and threatening to lock them up as you just witnessed. As the police car begins to pull away, the officer continues shouting insults out the window.
Make more than you, bro. Running.
Bro.
Remind me to take this. Relax.
That's what I was going to say, bro. Where is his partner at? Like, is you a cop arguing with civilians, bro? Like, just do your job and go on. Like, you can tell he bitter. He mad. He mad about something. Yeah, I know I was going to say, where's his friend or his colleague? Where's his colleague at to tell him to relax because he's doing too much?
I got you, okay? I got you. We got you. And nobody gonna treat you badly. I'm gonna get you water and everything, okay?
But based on the police treatment Leroy has experienced so far, though, these promises likely don't mean much. Back where the crowd is gathered, several bystanders attempt to explain how the situation has played out so far. The response they get is lackluster at best, if not outright dismissive.
He go see his sister, man.
Put their hand on him.
He jumped out, he grabbed him. He didn't try to get aggressive with him. He picked him up and slammed him, man. On the guy in the car.
Online.
When the black
gentleman
officer
told
picked
him
him up.
to not touch him, the officer got mad and choked him.
Yeah,
and then he tried to resist. The officer took him and slammed him on the ground.
He wasn't doing nothing
Why
wrong.
did the police officer get out of the car?
We have no idea. They
Told me
parked
to
right
sit right
here.
here.
They parked right here. They were sitting down right here. He started walking towards them. The gentleman got up and started walking away. I guess he didn't want no problem. They never found nothing wrong. He wasn't doing anything wrong. The black officer tried to corner him off, ran and chased him and blocked him off. He said, man, I ain't did nothing. Don't touch me. The officer grabbed him and started choking him.
And I don't remember if they even said what they had stopped him for. I can't remember, to be honest with you. They probably said it at the beginning, but I don't remember what they said he got stopped for. Like I said, if it was that serious, I feel like I would have remembered. But I just don't think it was that serious. Whether they said it or not, I don't think it couldn't have been that serious because I would have remembered it. I would have remembered that.
My suggestion is, if you want to make a complaint, you can call CONTIUE. But it looks like the guy's under arrest for something.
What that something is remains to be seen. An officer needs to take charge of the situation and give the disgruntled witnesses a voice. They need for someone to listen and to feel they've been heard. They should be given the option to fill out statements and potentially compose formal complaints.
Where is something at? I thought they was going to say something.
But it looks like the guy's under arrest for something.
What that something is remains to be seen. An officer needs to take charge of the situation and give the disgruntled witnesses a voice. They need for someone to listen and to feel they've been heard. They should be given the option to fill out statements and potentially compose formal complaints. Even if the complaints don't move forward, perception is everything, even so much as giving the witnesses business cards as a way to build trust. For now, officers clear the original scene and arrange to meet EMS at a more controlled location. However, not all of the officers go quietly, fanning the flames of unrest before leaving the area.
Oh, we come out thick. That's how we do.
I'm just talking to the community, bro. That's it. I still love you, though. I still love you. I love you, Papa. They need attention.
See, it's cops like this to make people like them want to hurt them. Like it be just. Then you hear something about cops getting shot up. This can be why y'all taunting them. It's like y'all not trying to make them feel heard. So it's like people in them areas in Chicago, they do stuff like that. New York too.
Let's go. They just need attention. I don't want to give them attention.
Just a few blocks away, one of the officers waiting for EMTs to assess Leroy finally thinks to ask a rather important question.
We jumped.
What y'all doing?
Whoa, whoa! He just said, "What's the arrest for?" He just straight said, "We jumped him." Bro, if something don't happen to these cops, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
We jumped.
What y'all doing? I'm trying to see what y'all arrested for.
What's he arrested for?
They instantly started fighting.
But you don't know what you're arrested for?
What?
To be arrested for. Hey, no, hey, see my face, do you see my face?
As we saw in the arrest footage, this isn't exactly true. It seems that the police are getting creative. Police chased Leroy down, and it was only after they laid hands on him that he began to flail.
They started grabbing on Ridge as soon as he walked up, grabbing his back, grabbing the back of his vest, pulling him away. We didn't even say.
This claim may be true. Conflict once again flares between Leroy and the officers while they wait for EMS. Even rookies are taught not to engage with a yelling detainee. While it would go a long way in the court of public opinion and among a jury when footage shows officers not engaging, this particular officer opens the door to the cruiser and confronts Leroy. His act is clearly unprofessional. In addition, the backwards worn baseball hat wouldn't be a standard issued uniform item.
Bro, I didn't even realize that his hat was on backwards. It's definitely on backwards too. That's so crazy. I didn't even realize that. They some thugs too out there.
Police already saw that Leroy had a phone, during the arrest, the search, and when they initially placed him in the car.
No, he better come out with a nice check after he's done with these guys. He better have a nice check when he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely about to sue.
Harry, Rainer, what up? Yo, Robinson on Long Clark. What don't you think got home? I'm gonna get all you. Watch this.
Soon EMTs arrive to tend to Leroy's injuries. He's escorted out of the police car and into the ambulance while police decide who will accompany him to the hospital. Before getting underway, police take the opportunity to search Leroy again, but nothing incriminating has appeared in his pockets since the last time they checked. With that out of the way, they can finally head to the hospital. In addition to the scrapes on his face, Leroy was treated for injuries to his hands and wrists. There were also concerns about a concussion due to the force with which Leroy's head hit the pavement. While he has recovered physically, he's since come forward to say the encounter left him traumatized.
I don't understand why you still up.
What's up?
Why you still up?
Why am I still what?
Why the you still up?
Why am I still what?
You heard what I said.
It's a good question because you've certainly noticed Leroy still hasn't been told why he's under arrest. While the United States Supreme Court has held that it's good police practice to tell a suspect why they're being arrested when taken into custody, the Supreme Court has found no constitutional requirement to do so. Very few states statutorily require this in the United States. It's an exception far from the norm.
Hold on, in Chicago, you can do that? They can do that in Chicago? They can grab you up and not tell you what you were arrested for? What if they just grab you up and just be like, all right, they hold you for a couple days and then they just pin you to something? That's not cool at all.
Patel 18129.
Damn sure gonna know. When a lawyer come holler at y'all, you damn sure gonna know. You damn sure finna get y'all food.
Alright, that's good.
Like, you damn sure finna get y'all food. But tour,
Best of luck to you, buddy.
1829.
Best of luck to you, buddy.
Good luck.
Oh, word, because he about to get y'all out of there.
We just got 200,000 for the same. Got good. Why you grab me like that? Why you grab me for though? I don't get why he touching me, bro.
When Leroy's arrest came under investigation, it seemed police had very little to say for themselves by way of explanation.
All right. We'll put everybody else.
He lying. He lying. He about to lie. Watch his gesture and watch how he start scratching the back. When people scratch the back of their head, they lying. Watch.
All right.
Look.
All right.
Just
We'll
as
put
bad
everybody
as that.
else as offenders that grabbed you. You know, we'll do that on the case report. We'll start head on. Yeah, the description or whatever. We'll get the camera. All right, head on in.
It's clear that the sergeant is aware the situation has been botched. The story officer settled on was that Leroy looked directly at the officers as they drove by, widened his eyes, and then walked away. It appears that Leroy was violently arrested for the serious crime of looking surprised. The official report went on to mention that police suspected Leroy might have had a gun when he reached for his pocket, but as they later discovered, all he could have been reaching for was his phone or glasses. It seems the real reason Leroy was stopped was simply a case of bullying or misuse of power. Leroy was charged with resisting arrest and aggravated assault against a peace officer.
That's not gonna fly.
All charges were dropped a few months later, thanks to the body camera footage, which proved Leroy was not the instigator. Leroy proceeded to sue the City of Chicago Police Department for personal damages, as well as to ensure this sort of situation doesn't happen again. He was ultimately awarded $195,000. Clearly, the situation should have been handled much differently. While police training has progressed over the years, it must continue to evolve and grow with the times. De-escalation, implicit bias, and wellness of law enforcement officers are a few of the mandatory training programs officers must complete. In addition, they're now educated on reporting misconduct they see other officers committing.
Bro, that's
While
bull
officers
crap.
like these should
That's
be a thing
bull.
of the past, we still have a long distance ahead.
I don't want to hear the rest of that, bro. That's bull crap. Talking about some educational, man, get out of here. I don't want to hear that. But anyways, good job for Leroy for suing them, because I feel like I said he should have got more than that, because that was unnecessary. He definitely should have got more than that. So good job for him. And I wonder if the officers got fired. If they ain't get fired, whether they got fired or not, L for the Chicago Police Department. L for them. They suck. And L for the black dude, you know what I'm saying? Like he was the whole reason that went down like that. And that's when all the other officers got involved with it. So L for them. But I'm out. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Appreciate y'all. Continue to sub me up, and I'm gonna continue to make these good videos, man. I appreciate it. I'm out.